So guys, we've got a situation here. I have somehow ended up not filming an empties video for a very long time, and this is the end result. It's not like in the middle of my room, so I didn't really get that offended by it, and I only just realised how much utter shizzle there is in here. Only YouTubers would do this. Only a YouTuber would hoard their rubbish, really, to show you. The first thing that I have used up is the L'Oreal Paris Skin Perfection 3-in-1 Purifying Micellar Solution. So this is a micellar water. There are a lot of them knocking around, the most famous one of all being the Bioderma, which I really like. I've used Bioderma for a long ass time, since I studied abroad in France, and I was living in France for a bit, and I used to go to the pharmacy and just take it all in, take all the skincare in, and I used Bioderma then. And I do like Bioderma. It's very, very good at what it does, but to be honest, I usually use a cleansing balm, so I'm not like cray for the micellar waters like I used to be. But I definitely think that Bioderma isn't the only one out there that can do what it does, you know? For the average person on the street, like me, I'm just an average person on the street. I mean, like, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't feel like I'm going to be kind of rubbing up models' eyes all day, you know, taking off makeup, putting it back on, taking off makeup, putting it back on. I feel like for me, for what I need, I don't need to like shell out the extra for Bioderma, and this is a very good micellar water, I've got to say. I've got a full review of it on my blog, which I'll link below. Just FYI, at the moment my blog is terrible. Not the content, the actual site. If it gives you a database error when you click on any of the links below, just keep refreshing and the post will come up. It is being moved to a new server. There are a lot of problems with the server that it was on at the moment. I have bought a shiny new one that will be super fast. I've seen a preview and it loads like that, so that should be done this weekend. But yeah, this was on offer everywhere. It's still pretty cheap even when it's not on offer. Would buy again. The second thing I've used up is this N-Spa Fresh Sweet Raspberry Rich Body Butter. N-Spa is a brand that I really like. They kind of rip off Philosophy a little bit in their scents, but you know, I'm all for a little bit of ripping off higher end brands when it needs to be done. The body butters are really great, and I like their bubble baths and their shower gels and things. They're really good. You can get them in like supermarkets and things, so it's just good if you need some bubble bath but you don't want to spend like £15 on a bubble bath. If like me, you have a boyfriend that would just kind of like pour it all in there, then you can get some nice scents and save your pricey ones for kind of fancier bath times. So yeah, I would totally buy that again. I really liked it. It was just a body butter. Something that isn't just a body butter is this bad boy. This is the Korres Jasmine Body Butter. I never thought that I would get so excited about body products. Like, I like nice bath oils, that's probably as far as I thought I would go, but I usually just don't really see the point in spending so much money on body products, because I don't know why. I'd rather spend it on my face, I guess, but holy heck, this is amazing. The shower gel is also something that's amazing. These were in my favourites. I would totally buy this again. When I mentioned them in my favourites, I was like, oh, high-end body products and everything. They're really not that expensive at all. They're quite reasonable, so I'm definitely going to be buying this again. I'm in the process of decluttering, what is going wrong with me? Decluttering my bathroom, because I have so many things that just like hanging on, you know, and need using up. But I will definitely be buying this again, and I love the jasmine scent, but I may get a little fruity next time, who knows. I'm wild, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing is something that was not used up by me, but it was used up by my boyfriend Matt. He used this, which is the Elemis Fresh Skin. It was given to me at an event, and it was kind of like for skin, like acne prone skin, and to clear it up. And he does suffer sometimes with his skin, and I really feel sorry for him, because like for women we can just kind of cover that up. I know it's still not pleasant, but for a guy it's really frustrating, because it's not like they can, you know, just pile on the makeup like we can. So I do feel bad for him, and whenever I get anything that is kind of targeted towards that, I always kind of push it his way. I think he liked this. Like, it was in our shower for a while. I think he thought it was alright as a face wash, but it definitely didn't clear up his acne, so I don't know how I feel about this. The next thing I have is this VO5 Plump Me Up Dry Shampoo. I really like this a lot. I am a big fan of dry shampoo, and everyone raves about Batiste, but Batiste, I don't know, I like it. Like, I'll buy it if it's on offer, if it's the only one available. I don't hate it, but I definitely like other ones more. I like the Tresemme one a lot more because I like the scent of it better, and I really liked this one as well. I really enjoyed it, so I'd definitely buy this one again. Look who else has come out to play. The shower gel to this body butter, and like I mentioned, I was in love with this. I would really definitely buy that again. It was like, the lather was really rich and soft and foamy and just wonderful. Yeah, A+. The next things that look really sorry for themselves and look really shabby were again used by Matt. These are the Plump Me Up shampoo and conditioner for fine flat hair from VO5, and these are not for my hair type at all. My hair type is already really thick and it's quite dry and coarse, and so anything that volumizes your hair, it can essentially, what volumizing shampoos do is they rough up the cuticle of the hair, from what I've read. Please correct me if you're a hairdresser, I'd love to hear more below, but it kind of causes the hair to kind of swell a little bit, because that's essentially what it does. And so if you have dry or damaged hair, it's probably not the best thing to do to be using a lot of these. I mean, once in a while is fine. Matt used these because we had them hanging around and I didn't want to use them, and he actually did get very voluminous hair from these. We were both really like surprised. So if you do want something that's going to do that, I would recommend these. They're inexpensive, but they're just not something that personally I would want to use or I would buy again for myself. The next thing that I used up is this face wash, and it's by Philosophy, and it's the Purity Made Simple cleanser. I know a lot of people feel really strongly about this cleanser, and I totally understand why, because it's called Purity and there's nothing really very pure about the ingredients. It's got kind of a lot of sulfates in there, a lot of things that are going to strip your skin of moisture, and there's nothing natural about the ingredients. There's nothing like necessarily terrible about the ingredients. Like, it's not that it should be vilified as like the worst face wash ever in the history of the world, but it definitely isn't pure. But I actually really liked this cleanser. You can use this on your eyes and your face, which is just like what I look for in a cleanser. I really like to be able to just use it all over my face to take my makeup off. I don't like to be messing around with lots of different products, so I really liked this. It does say that you don't need a toner after it. I don't know, I would not buy it again. It was a gift from Coty when I went to one of their press events. I definitely wouldn't buy it myself because I still think foaming things kind of dry my skin out, but at the same time it didn't do anything bad to my skin. It was pleasant to use. I used it all over my face and it was absolutely fine, and if I got another one as a sample I would gladly use it up. I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. I've started making my own balm cleanser from all natural organic ingredients and I'm loving that, so I definitely wouldn't spend my money on it. However, it's not the worst cleanser in the world. The next thing is a foundation, and it's the Chanel Vitalumia Aqua Foundation. I still have one of these that's going strong. I have two shades. This is B40, which is my summer shade, and I have B30, which is when I'm a bit paler. And I love this foundation. I stopped using it just because, like all people that have a blog or YouTube, you know, constantly reviewing things, and it can make it seem like you're really fickle, you're just kind of flipping between foundations, but it's just because I have so much to review. And I was very loyal to this a couple of summers ago and last summer as well, and recently I just thought, you know, that probably this needs to be used up. I'd had this bottle lying around for a while, so I used it up. Would I buy this again if I needed a foundation? Yes, but to be honest, I don't see myself needing a foundation anytime soon because I have a lot to work through. So yes, I would recommend it, but I probably won't be buying it myself. The next thing is the Emma Hardy Cleansing Balm, and as you can see, my thing is in a sorry state. I have spoken to Emma Hardy about the packaging and they've said that they're going to take everyone's comments on board. This crack, this one was my doing, I dropped this. But prior to that, this came apart and I had never dropped it. All the oil is collected around here and it just doesn't look very nice, and the lid got completely stuck on for a while. And I just had a bit of a nightmare with the packaging. The people that defended the Emma Hardy Cleansing Balm, you guys were angry with me for saying that the packaging was bad, but it really was a bad experience for me in terms of packaging, and a lot of people commented saying they had similar problems, so I know that I wasn't alone. However, this is the best cleansing balm I've ever tried, so I would definitely repurchase it. And it was not you know, in any way meant to slag off Emma Hardy, because I've met the lady and she is lovely and she makes some cracking products, including this one, which is my absolute favourite. But you know, all brands have to have constructive feedback, and if they're paying a company to package this for them and it's not really in the best way, then they could probably get a better deal somewhere else. So I love the actual product. I will definitely repurchase this at some point. However, at the moment I have my DIY cleansing balm that I'm absolutely loving, and it's not quite as luxurious as this and it's not quite as nice as this, but it's doing the job, and I really like the fact that I can make it myself. I know I will go back to this at some point. I know that if I want to treat myself, I'll definitely be buying this, and I'm using some new Emma Hardy products that are not out yet at the moment, and they're phenomenal. So as a brand, I love Emma Hardy. I think she's a nice lady, and I think that this is probably one of the best products that I've ever used on my face. But yeah, just the packaging kind of sucks. When people complain about packaging, sometimes it's like, oh, it's not good enough, it's not luxurious enough or anything, and it's nothing to do with that. It was just actually the functionality of it, because it was leaking and I couldn't like travel with it. You know, it wasn't fit for purpose, if that makes sense. So it wasn't just me being like, oh, I don't like the packaging. But yeah, would definitely recommend. So I'm going to leave it there, because I think I've talked about quite a few products. I don't want this video to go on and on and on, but I will definitely do some more empties videos for the rest of these products. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in a couple of days with another video, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys. An aside. Ow. And I enjoyed doing it. That was horrible. Hate that buzzer.